Hi everyone. So today we are going to look at solving three equations with three variables. Please, if you are new, please just go and subscribe and turn on the notification, please. So we are going to look at three equations with three variables. How to solve three equations with three variables. Let me put the heading. Solving three equations with three variables. So, example. So let's say we have 2t plus 2x minus 3z equals to 1, equation 1. 3t minus 5x plus z equals 3, equation 2. Negative 5z plus 3t plus 4 equals x. So when you are solving three equations with three variables, what we need to do is you solve for equation 1 and 2, then you later solve for equation 2 and 3. So what we are actually doing here is looking for a way we can come out with two equations. Then we eliminate one of the variable, we solve for two variables. So let's solve for equation 1 and 2. Solution. Two plus 2t 2x minus 3z equals to 1, equation 1. 3t minus 5x plus z equals 3. So we are going to solve for equation 1 and 2, then we later solve equation 2 and 3. So let's solve this one. So what we are doing here, when you have this three equations, you are solving for three equations. What we need to do now to solve these two equations, we need to eliminate one of the variable. Let's say either z, because the variables here are t, x, and z. That is what we are looking for. So we have to eliminate one of the variables, so we can have two variables and solve it simultaneously. So what we can do here, what you need to do here is you look for a way that if you add the two equations, one of the variable, we are going to eliminate one of the variable. Now if you look at this equation 1, we have here negative 3z. So if you multiply this equation 2 by 3, we are going to have here 3. This one will become what? 3z also. So in such a way, when we add the two equations, this 2 will come out, this z will cancel. We are going to have what? T, the variable t, and x. So if you multiply this equation by 3, let's say we multiply equation 2 by 3. So let me just put it this way. We are going to have what? First of all, write the first equation. Let me put the first equation so you see clearly. Here's our equation 1. Now when we multiply this equation, we are going to have 3 times 3t is 9t. 90. 3 times negative 15x, negative 5x is negative 15x. And 3 times z is plus 3z equals to 3 times 3 is 9. So this becomes our equation 2 now. Now, why we are doing this? Because we want to use the method, we want to add the 2 equations. So, adding these 2 equations, we add equation. Let me just abbreviate this equation, sorry. This simply means equation 1 plus 2. So adding these 2 equations, we are going to have, let me put my addition sign here. We are going to have 11t, that is 2 plus 9 is 11t, and this one 2x plus minus 15x is, this is the same as 2x plus minus is minus 2x minus 15x is negative 13x, and now if you look at this one, if you add this and this, it becomes 0. Negative 3z plus 3z. So this and this will simply cancel out. So we are left with equal sign. And if you add this, 1 plus 9 is 10. So we are going to name this equation. Now we have, as you can see, we have eliminated one of the variable z. So we have already variable t and x here. So we are going to name this, let's say, equation A. Is our new equation A. So we do the same for equation 2 and 3. Now we are going to solve for equation 2 and 3. Let me use this equation here. Now solving this simply means equation. Let me just abbreviate it. Solving equation 2 and 3. Let me put down the equation so you can see clearly. Minus 5x plus z, equation 2. Now if you look at this equation 3, whenever you are given an equation, make sure you arrange the equation in a vertical manner. That is, you arrange them in terms of like terms. So let me arrange this one. This equation is not arranged. As you can see, we have negative 5z plus 3t plus 4 is equals to x. So what we are going to do here, we are going to send in this x this way in order to put the equation in same order and same variables. So arranging this equation, we are going to have three t minus x minus 5z equals to negative 4. So this is our equation 3. So this is our new equation. This is our equation 2 and this is our equation 3. As you can see now, it is vertical, just the same as it is straight with the other variables. This is 3t, this is x, this is z. So we are going to do the same here. Now we are going to eliminate one of the variables here. So if you look at this one, it's very easy to eliminate this one. So if we multiply equation 2 by 5, we are going to have here 5z. In such a way, the two of them can become 0. So let's say we multiply equation 2 by 5. So if we multiply equation 2 by 5, multiplying, let me just say multiply equation 2 equation 2 by 5, we are going to have what? If you multiply this equation by 5, you are going to have we are going to have 15t. 5 times 3 is going to give us 15t. 5 times this is going to give us 25x minus 25x. 5 times z is plus 5z, and 5 times 3 is 15. This is our equation 2. Now this one, we just put this one. The equation 3 is 3t minus x minus 5z equals to negative 4. Why we are multiplying this one, this equation 2 by 5 is because we want to eliminate one of the variable. So here we are eliminating the variable z because it's easier to eliminate this one. So if we multiply this will become, as you can see here, 5z. So this and this can cancel out. If we add this equation 2 and 3, this one will become 0. We are going to be left with what? Two variables, the variable t and x, just as the variable here, t and x. So we add these two equations. We add equation 2 plus 3. Adding these two equations, we are going to have 15t plus 3t is 18t. 18t. Now let me just put the plus sign here. Let me just use this. negative 25x plus negative x is negative 26x. Now, if you add this, 5 plus minus 5z is 0. So, this and this will cancel. So, we are left with what? 15 equals sign. 15 plus negative 4. Just like 15 minus 4 is 11. So we are going to name this one, let's just say equation B. So now, as you can see, we have come out with two equations, equation A and B. So we are going to solve equation A and B simultaneously. So depending if you like to use elimination or substitution method, depending on your choice. So let's solve for we solve A and B simultaneously. I'm putting all this writing for you to understand. So this is our equation. Equation A is what? So solving A and B simultaneously. Let me put our equation. (11t minus 13x equals 10). This is our equation A. Equation B is 18t minus 26x is equals to 11. Equation B. So we are going to solve these two equations simultaneously. What we do, we exchange the coefficient of t and we multiply. We take the coefficient of t here, we multiply equation A. We take the coefficient of this t here, we multiply by equation B. So if you multiply this, multiplying this by, let's say we multiply this by 18, multiply this by 11, we are going to have you multiply this, we are going to have 198t minus 23 204x is equals to 180. You multiply 11 by this equation, we are going to have 198t minus 28x equals to 121. So as you can see, this and this can cancel. Subtracting these two equations, we are going to have this will cancel with this minus this will cancel. We are going to have negative 234x minus minus, which is positive, negative this plus this is 52x is equals 180 minus 121 is 59. So we divide both sides by 52 to have x. This will cancel this. Our x is 59 on 52. So substituting x, we are going to have, if you substitute x in either of the equation, substitute x in A. So we're going to have 11t minus 13 into, we are substituting x into A, so x is what? X is 59 on 52. As you can see, this can cancel, is equals to 10. Is 10. 13 can cancel here 1, 13 can go here 4, so which implies 11t minus 59 on 4 is equals 10. So what we are looking for, what? We are looking for t. So we are going to send this negative 59 on 4 to the right, and when it comes to the right, it changes the sign. When it comes to the opposite direction, the sign changes. So we are going to have 11t is equal 10 plus 59 on 4. You can still put 10 on 1 is still the same as 10. So if we add this fraction, we are going to have adding these two fractions, we are going to have 11t is equals to 99 on 4. If you add these two fractions, it's going to give us 99 on 4. So we are looking for t. We divide both sides by 11. Let's say dividing both sides by 11. So this will cancel this. So t equals to this. 11 on 1 is still the same as 1. Now, but we have to do what? Dividing this fraction to have our t. So if we divide this fraction, this thing is the same as, implies, dividing fraction, we do what? We change the sign to multiplication, then we interchange this fraction. 1 goes up and 11 comes down. So it's going to give us t is, implies t is, our t will be 9 on 4. This for our t. Let me just show this working. This is the same as 99 on 4 times 1 on 11. So if you multiply this, you are going to come out with this 9 on 4. So this is our t. So therefore, where is our x? X is 59 on 52 and t equals 9 on 4. So as you can see, this is our x, this is our t. Now what we need to do now, since we have our x and t, we have to go to our given equation. we substitute our x and t to have the variable z. So let's use so substituting x and t in equation 1, we are going to have, this is our equation 1. Let me put our equation 1 here. Our equation 1 was 2t plus 2x minus 3z equals to 1. So if we substitute our x and t, we are going to have 2 into this, our t. Our t is what? 9 on 4 plus 2. Our x is what? 59 on 52 minus 3z equals to 1. So 2 can cancel here 1, 2 can go into 4, 2 times. This is the same here, 2 can cancel here 1, 2 can go into 52, 26. So we are left with what? 9 on 2 plus 59 on 26 . But look at this one, we are looking for the variable what? Z. So what we need to do here, since Z has a negative sign here, we need to take it to the right. Then we take this one inside in order to avoid too much negative signs. So this will go this way to make it positive, and this one will come this way. So this will become positive, and since this one is positive, when it comes this way, it changes to negative. So this one will come this way, minus 1 is equals to, this negative 3z will go this way, it becomes 3z. So this is the same as, so as you can see, this is a fraction. 1 on 1 simply means 1 divided by 1 is still the same thing as 1. So we just have to make this one to become a fraction also. So we have to solve for this fraction. Then we look for our z. So if we solve this fraction, the LCM is 26. LCM simply means the least common multiple. So solving fraction like this, we have for the LCM is 26. 26 divided by, we take the LCM divided by the denominator times the numerator. 26 divided by 2 is 13. 13 times 9 will give us 117 plus 26 divided by 26 is 1 times this. We are going to have 59 minus 26 by this will give us 26 times 1 is 26. This is equals to 3z. So this plus this minus this is going to give us 150 on 26 plus 2z. So, but we can simplify this to have, if we simplify this, we are going to have 2 can go here, 13, 2 can go here, we are going to have 75 on 13 equals to 3z. So, but we are looking for z, so we divide both sides by 3. This will cancel this. Our z is what? This is a fraction divided by a fraction. So we are going to solve for this. We're going to solve this division to have our z. So if we solve this, this is the same as 25 on 13 divided by 3 over 1. So which is still the same as 25 on 13 times, remember we interchange the numerator and denominator, 1 goes up and 3 comes down. So if we solve this, we are going to have, if we do this multiplication, we are going to have our z is equal to, therefore our z equals to 25 on 39. So nothing can cancel here. 75 times 1 will give us 75. 13 times 2 will give us 39. So, but remember, this is our z. Z is equal to this division. So this is a solution for the division here. Is 75 on 39. Therefore our z is 75 on 39. Therefore z is equals 9 on 4, x equals 59 on 52, and z equals to 25 on 39. So let's see. So let's see if our answers are correct. This is our t, this is our x, this is our z. So we are going to substitute. We are going to substitute in equation 1. Let's use the same equation. Is to prove that our answer. So our equation is 2t plus 2x minus 2z is equal to 1. So since we have our t, x and z, so we are going to substitute here, which means the left hand side is going to give us 1. If you substitute t, x and z, is going to give us 1. So we are proving for this side. So which implies 2 into t. Our t is what? 9 on 4. 9 on 4 plus 2 into our x is what? 59 on 52, and 3 into our z is what? 75 on 39. So we are proving for the left hand side. If we substitute all this, we solve out. If we solve this one, it's going to give us 1. So which implies 2 can go here 1, 2 can go here 2. 2 here 1, 2 here 26. So 3 can go here 1, 3 here 1, 3 can go here 13. So it means we have 9 on 2, 9 on 2 plus 59 on 26 minus 75 on 13. Now we're going to look for LCM. LCM here is 26. That's the least common multiple here is 26. So if we solve this fraction, we are going to have this divided by, we are going to have 1, 7 plus 59, because 26 divided by 26 is 1 times 59 is 59 minus 2 times this is going to give us 150. Now this plus this minus this is going to give us, if you subtract this, it's going to give us 26 on 26. Now 26 on 26 is what? 26 here 1, 26 here 1. As you can see, our answer is what? 1. Therefore 1 is equivalent to 1, as you can see. So which means our answers are correct. Thanks very much for watching. Please do subscribe.